Bernard Lawrence Madoff, born April 29, 1938, died April 14, 2021, was an American financier and convicted fraudster who ran the world's largest Ponzi scheme. He was at one time non-executive chairman of the Nasdaq stock market before being revealed as the operator of the largest financial fraud in history, worth about $64.8 billion. Madoff founded a penny stock brokerage in 1960, which eventually grew into Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities. He served as the company's chairman until his arrest on December 11, 2008. The firm was one of the top market maker businesses on Wall Street, which bypassed specialist firms by directly executing orders over the counter from retail brokers. At the firm, he employed his brother Peter Madoff as senior managing director and chief compliance officer, Peter's daughter Shauna Madoff as the firm's rules and compliance officer and attorney, and his now deceased sons Mark and Andrew. Peter was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and Mark died by suicide by hanging exactly 2 years after his father's arrest. Andrew died of lymphoma on September 3, 2014. On December 10, 2008, Madoff's sons Mark and Andrew told authorities that their father had confessed to them that the asset management unit of his firm was a massive Ponzi scheme, and quoted him as saying that it was one big lie. The following day, FBI agents arrested Madoff and charged him with 1 count of securities fraud. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, had previously conducted multiple investigations into his business practices but had not uncovered the massive fraud. On March 12, 2009, Madoff pleaded guilty to 11 federal felonies and admitted to turning his wealth management business into a massive Ponzi scheme. The Madoff investment scandal defrauded thousands of investors of billions of dollars. Madoff said that he began the Ponzi scheme in the early 1990s, but federal investigators believe that the fraud began as early as the mid-1980s and may have begun as far back as the 1970s. Those charged with recovering the missing money believe that the investment operation may never have been legitimate. The amount missing from client accounts was almost $65 billion, including fabricated gains. The Securities Investor Protection Corporation, SIPC, trustee estimated actual losses to investors of $18 billion. On June 29, 2009, Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, the maximum sentence allowed, virtually assuring that he would die in prison. He died at the Federal Medical Center, Butner, in North Carolina, on April 14, 2021. This audio file was created by Panopreter Basic. You can download it at panopreter.com.